So in this video, we're quickly going to go over my siege defenses. For anyone that cares, I don't really do too much siege content, but we are getting a revamp pretty soon, and I think it's time that I actually upgrade some stuff, rebuild my offenses, and I've been running the same defenses for quite a long time now. So for anyone who cares, wants to see them, I thought I'd expose my runes on them. And of course, we'll probably rebuild them later anyways, because I've been sitting on a lot of like quads that are just sitting in storage right now. But so anyways, yeah, we're gonna just go through it real quick, and maybe we'll do a world guild battle. Okay, so the first one, we have the Dark Ciri chilling, and I think that's Emily. For our Nat 4 towers, we've been using this for I think 2 or 3 seasons. In fact, they might have told me to change, then I just never did. But here it is. So we have the Dark Ciri Vio Blade. Good AC, good crit, on damage set. She is running some, I think these are pretty solid. Those are quads there. That's probably my best Vio crit damage rune. There's a quad crit right here. And then like a slot 6 AC with some damage. So it's like, it's okay. Artifacts are speed up effect, of course, because you're running chilling and you want it to take a turn with some crit damage. Left side is speed up effect again. So, and of course she's speed skilling. So what happens is chilling will skill 2, serial user skill 3, maybe Vio proc for some more damage, and then, or I'm sorry, Emily will go first. Oh, wait, no, it is Ciri. I don't even know. This is how much siege knowledge I have. No, Ciri will go first, strip. And then the Emily will go ahead and use the Fatal Armor Bullet, which is a attack bar reduction stun, I believe. So yeah, that's Ciri. Here's the chilling on a Vio will set. I think these ones are, it's like, okay, that one's pretty good. Yeah, okay, it's using the 2 quad wills that I have. And then, yeah, that one's pretty nice too. And again, I think it's just full additionals minus wind. Okay, I might quad minus wind on the chill. I don't know, does that actually survive a Lushen hit? Maybe. I mean, it's kind of not too much HP here, but yeah. That's the chilling. And then Emily is Vio shield. I think you want the shield set, so chilling gets the speed bonus. And I think it's just speed up effect too. Yep, minus wind too, so it's kind of a Lushen trap. It makes sense with the shield runes too. Decently tanky. And yeah, there's another, that's probably my other quad, and then the shield set with AC. So yeah, that's the Nat 4 defense. Let's actually take a look at the logs. I don't think I touched this at all this season. So it's 29 wins, 55 losses. Keep in mind, I think we're like G2, G3 range in Syndicate 2. So not too bad. Let's go ahead and move on to this defense I've had for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. This defense came from when I was in Mithril, and we were, I think with them we actually made it to the finals one season. Lost to Mali, of course, but yeah, this defense has not changed since then. So let's take a look here. It's the Odin, Bastet, Perna. Again, so it's kind of a trap, somewhat of a trap defense. Max res, so maybe you res like Oblivions from Tessa or something. Still a decent amount of damage. You don't have to go super high crit rate because you're using the leader skill plus the passive. But yeah, so we got, 30 res, 10 crit there. Yeah, a lot of them have a res, I think. Yeah, this weird crit damage rune. This was an event rune, by the way. Probably the worst event rune I ever crafted because I was impatient. So don't do that, guys. We have, yeah, more damage and slot 6 defense with attack. So this one's actually pretty nice for this build. Artifacts, it's just skill 1 crit damage stuff with defense. Yeah, defense and then crit damage. So these are pretty nice artifacts and runes. And I like just keeping this defense around because these runes they're not needed by anyone else. So it's just forever gonna be like this, I think. And the Bastet is on a high defense build. The reason for that, I think back then there was a lot. The counter to this defense was like Miho, Emesity Copper. So if you trapped the copper, then it was GG basically. But yeah, so artifacts, pretty good skill 2 ac and some additionals, and then minus water and wind. I could probably make this better at this point, but yeah, Vio shield on a slower build. And then my Vio Rage Perna. I'm very proud of this thing. Huge damage, 1963 attack, 234 CD on Vio. It's pretty nice. But yeah, some just full damage runes here. And here's my quad CD. And yeah, pretty good. Pure damage with flat attack. And then of course this is like the best. Unfortunately, this was not skill 3 crit damage. Imagine if this was skill 3 crit damage, guys. This would be on my Zerath. But no, it's skill 2 CD. But it's like pretty much perfect in terms of the stat lines. And then left side is just damage dealt on wind, of course. Attack up effects. So this thing is gonna hit wind units pretty hard. So yeah, this defense, I don't think it got used too much. I don't think my guild is super happy with this one. It's really just a extra defense that they can throw in here and there. But yeah, 11 wins, 16 losses, not too bad. But again, didn't get used too much. And moving down here, we have our my Zerath defense. This one did change a bit. Maybe last season I was running. I took some. I think the Bayek was something else. I can't remember though. Anyway, I did change this one up, but I think it's been like this the whole season. But yeah, so Bayek, Byung or Byung, and then Zerath, just full tank bruiser setup. You really want to try to be able to survive single target snipes, although I'm not sure that's very practical with Sonia, Adriana teams running around. I think those just delete anything. So, but yeah, here's the Bayek. Vio Destroy, of course, because he can solo with the skill 3 if they can't deal with him. Crit damage. That's a nice. It's a pretty nice destroy rune. Crit ag, yeah. So lots of HP, max the crit rate out, and really good ag too. And then we have crit damage, additionals, and skill 2 ag is nice. Land the silence, and then minus fire. So I guess I was thinking like a fire cast trap or something. Again, I don't even know if. Maybe I'll do a test to see if I could actually cleave this one. I don't know. And then here's my Byung. Again, super high HP on Nemesis, so it could, if it survives a hit, it's going to use the skill 2 and maybe heal the team, do big damage. Let's take a look at the runes. Yeah, I think I just wanted HP and then flat HP on like every slot here. Yep. HP, flat HP, HP, flat HP. This one doesn't have it, unfortunately. This one could probably be better, but 24 HP. This is like a perfect hero. And then, yeah, HP, flat HP. And taking a look at artifacts, we have just crit damage, additional damage by HP, minus wind for Sonia's. But again, we'll maybe run a test real quick to see if I could actually snipe that out. And then this is just my PV Zerath. I don't even switch it for Siege, unfortunately. I used to have like a Vio set. I don't even know where that is anymore. But yeah, I just kind of leave it on this. It has a shield set, which is nice for trapping snipes, I think. So this one did pretty decent too. 32 wins, 64 losses. Not too bad, but yeah, maybe we'll do a quick test here. Okay, so we'll just swap that. Here's the Sonia, crit damage, then fire Kass, which I think should be on, yeah, plus fire. We'll put this on plus, this is on plus dark right now. Let's just go plus wind. I guess it's this, it's probably just this one. Yeah, CD is more HP. It's okay. Okay, so it probably dies because it's so hard to tank a attack buff Sonia. We'll see. We'll give it a shot here. Okay, yeah, it did actually survive. How about the Bayek? Does it survive? Yeah, it does. Okay, wow. I'm actually surprised. Maybe with a speed buff. I think if I went Adriana here, I probably would have killed the Byung, but the Bayek would have survived. I have to maybe upgrade my cast. But anyways, that's that defense. Again, it did 3264, not too bad. And then going on to this defense, which I've also had for, I don't know how long. This one might have been from like 2 years ago too. I always kept it like this. But yeah, this one did 47 wins, 80 losses. Again, not too bad, I would say. It's decent, but it is also a, I believe this one's a Lushen trap, right? Yeah, minus wind. Again, just big HP with a shield set. Some AC, but yeah, you want HP with flat HP. That one's not actually, that one doesn't have it actually. And then, oh, we saw that one already. Yeah, flat HP. Additionals. Usually I like to get like minus crit damage on an HP type artifact if you're running a Lushen trap. It should help a little bit. I don't have any like data on that, but it should reduce the damage a little bit. So maybe I should change that one out. Here's the Zen. Vionem, everything's pretty slow. I try to get like a little bit of res in here because like why not? In fact, doesn't Zen awaken into res? I can't remember. Maybe he does, but yeah. Vionem, try to get some AC, a little bit of resistance. Skill 3 AC, just to cap it out, and then again, minus wind. And of course, Deva is also super thick, so I have 2 shield sets in here. But we have a, yeah, Bio Shield Deva, max res. I think those ones are, again, just, we're actually missing a, I guess I never grinded that up because of the speed tuning. I should probably fix this. Find something a bit better. But yeah, HP and res. HP, a little bit of decent defense there. Res, defense, speed, yeah. And then artifacts, yeah, see this one has the minus crit damage with HP. And then -1, that's a quad. This is a really good artifact, so. But yeah, those are my defenses. I just want to apologize to the guild for never really changing them, but maybe that'll change when the siege revamp comes in. In fact, I gotta retune my offenses and make some upgrades there. But yeah, those are my defenses. Now I can show you my most used siege offenses for the past couple seasons. We'll just go run tests on my defense. I don't want to expose any guildies, right? So this one, usually if I saw something like this, I'd just go for my this fun team. Typically you wouldn't want to use this into a Zen because it could be a swift Zen, scramble the speed, you know, the bars, and then armor break something, and then your Ragdoll. It kind of, Zen kind of counters the Ragdoll, right? Because it's a no touch strip. But usually there are a lot of Chandra Byung X teams, right? Chandra and Byung both auto crit. And so this team was pretty good, and most of them are bruiser, so it's pretty easy to outspeed them. But I ran this a lot, actually. Like every siege I was probably using this, and then maybe a second team with Leo instead of Ragdoll seemed to work out pretty well. But you just boost up, give him a turn, and then I usually like to snipe out the unit that will have CC. Like sometimes there's a Kumar with the silence, you want to get rid of that guy. In this case, we just don't want to get 2-turn provoked, right? So let's snipe out Deva, 63k. And then as long as these two don't proc too much, it's should be okay, right? And then this is where we just stack bombs over and over. Ouch, ouch. Gonna blow himself up, but proc. Stop procking. Okay, 1 turn away, but yeah, so we have full speed ahead now, and then we can do it again. Bomb again. And to a torrent. So yeah, I love this offense. This is like so much fun to use, especially with Frigate. Man, I gotta start using Frigate in RTA again. It's just too cool. Another one I used pretty often And again, I think we showed it to you, or I showed it to you already, but it was the basically you just you ruin up like 5 of these cookie things. Seriously, how many cookies did I build? Which I know is a big complaint about, like, Siege is kind of boring because you just run. Yeah, I have 5, maybe even 6. I think there's one out here. There might be one out here somewhere. 5 or 6. I think this guy's called Praline, Madeline Cookie. And then I also ruined up, like, I'm blessed to have, I think, 6 Bethonys. Yes, I have 6 Bethonys, and then you just swap the one set over and over. I think it's this one. Yeah, Rage Will. I just swapped this one over and over. Yeah, we'll go ahead and run this. This is the triple fight cookie. That's for the Kabilla team. We'll go ahead and do a this thing, and then you could even another cool tech here is if you have a dupe Odin like I do. I actually kept the 1 because I Devilmonned it. You can use it here as well, right? Because he gets the extra crit from his passive. He gets attribute advantage, which means he can always crit fire. So, and you know, fire units never put minus wind on in Siege, so it's like pretty much guaranteed you're gonna snipe something out, unless someone starts building for this, but I really doubt anyone would do that. So you go Swift Shield on the Odin, plus fire. And then Bethany, want to go damage dealt on wind. Yes, this one. Alright, so here we go. Again, I probably use this, like, maybe half my hits were something like this a lot of the time, but yeah, so we're just gonna snipe Byung. Oh my god. Oh my god, I lost. Look at that. Well, that died. Wait, I'm not even minus dark on the Byung. Was it really that good? Did I build it that well? Holy crap. Oh, I'm gonna have to look at that real quick. But I think we're dead. We're dead to Zerath. Okay, 3rd time's the charm. Boom, boom, 40k each. And then this is probably gonna do, yeah, 67,000 on a fire unit. So let's see, does the Byung solo me? Oh. Ouch. Ouch. It sucks. Like whenever this happens, if you don't have your Madeline Cookie skilled up, it might be a problem, because I think I usually would have this up, right? Yeah. This one might not be skilled up, which having the skill 3 there would have saved me. I think I have to stun it. Stun. Rip. Oh yeah, you did solo me. So anyways, I used that offense a lot the past like 2 or 3 seasons, I would say, until the Tyranni started to come out. There was one offense I figured out for the Tyrannus bruiser teams that we could show. Let me see if someone has a deck registered. Yeah, like this one. This one's kind of, yeah, it was this one. It was more like these. So the team I came up with for this is, again, another wind cookie. Man, these are, let me see. Yeah, so again, you still go for the snipe team. Wind cookie, you want to go fire Kass to snipe out whatever unit's here. And then she's always on plus fire. And then you use a Mephisto so that Tyrannus can't obviously revive anything. Okay, so here's the vamp set. So again, you just kind of have your Swift Cookie. Fire Kass with a shield set, boosts her damage, and that's also for Bethany. That's why you run that. plus fire, and then the Mephisto is just vamp, destroy, minus wind, so the Tyrannus doesn't kill you. I have lost only once doing this, and it was because this thing armor broke Mephisto, and I think Tyrannus like procced and killed it or something. So here's an option if you guys didn't know about this one. So we're gonna boost up, kill the Kumar. We get a stack there, and I guess I usually just skill one. You want to kill. Usually you kill Tyrannus first, I believe. Oh, no, usually you want to kill Berghild, or not Berghild, the Water Ivor first because of the arm break. And you can ignore Tyrannus. Like if Firecast gets her skill 2 off, obviously you just hit the Tyrannus and kill it. Yeah, typically we want to sit on the Ivor just so she doesn't randomly armor break my wind unit. Oh, that kind of sucked. Oh yeah, I cleansed, so, and we already have the skill 2 back up. And that should be it. Here's another one. Always just ran any of these like bruiser teams. This one's probably not too, actually it is pretty common to have a, depends on if you have the light homunculus or not, but you do the Jamire homunculus and then any sniper here into these bruiser teams with no revive. Right, so I think I've shown this one before. You just kind of want to slow them, try to slow them, and we just snipe one out. But you have to be careful about nemesis runes, right? Like this one will probably be on Nem. This one might be on destroy. But like obviously, if this is on Nem and you don't kill it, you're probably in trouble. So the safer option might be just to hit Berghild first. Yeah, we'll drop it low. Didn't quite kill it because of the passive. Skill 3 into skill 2 here. And then we want to probably kill... I would kill this thing. And then, yeah, Jamire does get a turn here to finish off the Ivor. So, yeah, that's that offense. I think I've shown that one to you guys before. That one was used quite a lot. Also into the Nana teams, it works pretty well too. Or it can work. It is a bit, I'd say, a bit riskier. But yeah, again, we just want to snipe one. Which one will be? This will probably be squishier from the non-revive so that Jamire can kill that. We fast pace ourselves, and then you boost attack power here, and then I like to kill the Nana so there's no comeback potential. And then you can skill on this. Yeah, so it still works into some of the Nana defenses. Yeah, for the most part, I just ran snipes all season. Let me see here. Here's all my saved decks. So again, I use this combo usually once or twice per siege. The Myrne Lushen team wasn't used that much, I'd say. Most of the Nat 4 towers always had some speed threat, like the chilling could either be swift or Vio, and even Vio chillings were a bit risky to do something like this, I would say, depending on their set. So yeah, I didn't really use the Myrne Lushen team very much at all. Right, there's always an Escher or a chilling or Seclid, something like that. Yeah, I used I think everyone uses a Tiana offense every siege, but here's mine. Galleon is Vio Will. Just again, I think I need to upgrade these, but attack of effect and additionals help finish stuff off. The Tiana's always been Swift Will. Probably don't need Will anymore. The reason she was Will is because years ago there were a lot of like Swift trap savannas, so if that happened you were just dead. But if you had Will on everything, it was like pretty free. So yeah, there's the Tiana high damage build. Yeah, lots of damage for the skill 2. And then CP is also Vio on a damage build. Only 55 AC though. I'll actually get a bit more from the artifacts. And then again, additionals. And I don't know, probably has a decent high win rate. It could happen though where your Galleon misses all 3 armor breaks and then you're very sad. Let's see. Yes, this we did end up using a decent amount, I would say. Yeah, we could actually shove this one off into the chilling defense. Again, it could depend. Right, because the chilling won't boost bar. It'll give the insane speed buff. But if your Bernard moves after him, you might be okay. So we'll swap this onto Bernard. Is this the yeah, this is my fastest set. So the Galleon is triple fight. I think just like attackable effect for damage if he gets a turn. And then Julie is on a Rage Blade set. Skill 3 crit damage. Speed of effect is nice to help her get a turn. Additional damage by attack. And then, yeah, additional damage by attack. Like, yeah, these definitely probably need to be upgraded a bit. So we'll just try it. I mean, my chilling is Vio. I think we'll be okay. I'd be pretty surprised if it actually moved here. But yeah, like, look at that bar. It's very close. In fact, it might cut in. Nope. Didn't cut in. Yeah, so this is should be a clear. Oh, pretty good. So that was that's also an option for you guys. Here's my Kabilla Lushen team, which I use this a lot into the Nat 4 towers. Yeah, so 230 should be okay, right? But they're getting a base or a speed lead advantage here from the Ciri. So again, if this is a swift chilling, might not be okay. And again, I'm like sharing runes. I don't like doing this, but it is what it is for now until I again go through and make some upgrades. But 6 rage runes on my fast illusion. Insane quad attack here though, really helps out. So yeah, decent speed. I definitely had to keep upgrading his speed throughout the season. There are times where like something would cut in, which is really annoying. So yeah, we'll go ahead and boom, triple fight on the wind cookie. And yeah, okay. So see, these actually do survive, like barely. I don't. Oh, okay, that's not good. Can the chilling do it? Oh my god, it's doing it. Stun him. Uh-oh. Proc. Ah. Okay, as long as we don't buff up, I think we're okay. Oh, he slowed me. Oh my god. Okay, that was a really good siege defense showcase for me. Actually tanked my Lushen and then 2v3'd me. Pretty insane, right? So yeah, you got to be careful with this team though. Right, it's one thing to outspeed, and then you have to have enough damage to clear them. This team, this is a newer one that I was messing around with. I remember the first time I tried it, like Seara missed 2 bombs and I lost. So it wasn't a great time. But I think it's kind of just, it's fun to use. And it's it makes a lot of sense to have just another like cleave siege offense. But yeah, I would do something like this. Plus 226. If maybe it was a like Nat 5 tower, I would go for the accuracy instead, like this one. But yeah, you just have a Seara, what's this thing called? MG and Shan. Kind of a premium offense, but oh, look, it outsped me. Look at that. Good god. Gonna do this though. Should be okay. We take off the speed buffs and yeah. And as long as you don't miss every oh my god, Seara. Absorb. As long as you don't miss 2 bombs in a row, maybe you're okay. And they don't Vio proc out of everything. But you can, this is what's great about MG. You refresh the Seara bomb. And we'll... Do I just drop that on? This is what happened! Imagine this happening, though, into a, like, Nana Byung team, though. It was pretty sad. Of course... Yeah, this is exactly what happened. Seara just missed 2 bombs, and I lost. Yeah, but yeah, it's... Hopefully your Shan, if you have a Shan, would do better than that. I mean, if you don't have... Okay, I mean, it's a pretty premium offense, so I don't expect many people to build this, but instead of... If you have the MG, instead of Shan, you could use... anything really. Chungpung, another like Rakan, I don't know, Ganymede, something to hit the attack bars, reset stuff. Wind Robo, like really anything. It's pretty versatile. What else we got? Yeah, we don't need to see this one. This one's just like, if you're lazy, flip a coin. This was something I was cooking up. I think it still needs some cooking though. Of course, you guys know how much I love the Conrad team. And then, yeah, we have our Yanhong offense. Which maybe I could... I've shown it before, but... Plus water. I usually go plus fire on this one. Plus fire with CD. Yeah, this one's fine. So again, I use this a lot into the bruiser defenses. It's basically just a snipe 2. As long as your Lucia can do enough damage. So yeah, risky dash, barely, and then I'd probably still want to kill the Byung, so it doesn't solo me. I don't think Zerath can do it. Oh. Famous last words, right? Show the runes real quick. So it's just a swift set again. Like some of these should probably be a lot better. It's just I've been kind of lazy. Like the stats on this are terrible. the Lucia's fine. This is a rage enhanced set. Pretty good, I would say. 223 crit damage is okay, plus 34k HP. Like that, yeah, those are pretty good. Yeah, skill 3 crit damage. This is my old Zerath artifact. That's okay. And then Yanhong is on Swift Destroy, just in case things go bad. Yanhong could probably solo. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. That's what I mainly used for Siege like the past 2 years, ever since going to like a farming guild. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See you next time.